I can't describe how gutted I feel by SCOTUS today. I can't say I'm shocked given everything we have learned about SCOTUS's lack of integrity, but the reality of the decision to undo the previously promised plan to cancel debt has me completely gutted. Like, what can those of us who aren't gonna be able to make payments work do when it restarts? I thought for a brief glimpse that someone in this fucking country gave a shit. I feel stupid for thinking it could ever happen. Edit: today ain't the fucking day for you well actually motherfuckers to be pointing your fingers at those of us who are screwed and laughing or reminding us how dumb we are for ever thinking we could get some relief. We know, and you jumping so quick to point it out is not a positive character trait. Honestly, someone should sue about the PPF forgiveness program and cite this decision in their suit. If the government can't forgive private student loan debt, how can they forgive private corporate debt? Remember, corporations are treated as people, so our rules should be the same, no? I don't know why I allowed myself to get my hopes up, but feeling pretty shitty I wasn't surprised at all, but the fact that these scumbags also got PPP loans pisses me off. I'm hoping after I get my new degree I can leave and never came back here again. You will own nothing and be happy about it. I never genuinely expected them to forgive loans, but I agree it does suck ass. They have no problem bailing each other out, but God fucking forbid they help taxpayers. Time for a debt strike. They need us all to go along with this decision, to respect the legitimacy of a court that has been bought off by billionaire interests. Only way that is going to change is if we stop going along with it. They need us to behave much more than we need them. Just find relief in knowing that the ones got their PPP loans, bank bailouts all paid for by the taxpayers free of charge. At least our government is helping somebody. Rolling eyes face, rolling eyes face, pouting 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 face. The president told me my loans were being forgiven is a pretty strong argument. Add that to the Secretary of Education weighing in. People legitimately made financial decisions after hearing the news, and now it's being clawed back. I agree that it's super gross. I am so sick of these old dirtbags who were handed everything in their life, fucking up everyone else's lives. Can't they spread the love just a little bit? Me too. Hugs. Earlier this week the court's conservatives struck down affirmative action, and now they refuse to help manage student debt. I'm so sick and tired. It's all very disheartening. It would be one thing to say, we can't afford it, but it's another to say that and hand out bailouts to billionaires. How any Republican can look at themselves in the mirror is beyond me. I'm really sorry, Hart, making financial decisions at 18 not realizing we'd be shackled to them for life. The American dream is a lie. I'm so sorry. I'm sick to the stomach for all the people this is about to really hurt. I wish people would wake up to stop electing the grifting billionaire classes bought and paid for stooges, stuffing our courts with more stooges. There are 32,000 of us in this sub. We should be organizing. Let's subsidize the banks, big oil, Ukraine and every other greedy corporation, but screw helping the common person. It's the rich versus everybody. I hate what our country turned into. Supreme Court can go F themselves too. The people who routinely get $20,000 value-free vacations from their buddies who just coincidentally need a favor from them later have said that the $20,000 student loans that are destroying you daily are too much. If enough people just refuse to fucking pay them, something might come of it. I mean, not to finger wag, but why would the government ever actually legitimately act in the interests of their population? Have the last 4 years not done a single thing to make you aware of just how meticulous the planned destruction of the working class is? Over $750 billion of forgiven PPP loans given away to business owners and politicians. Free money which was given to them, no strings attached. But not a single cent of actual forgiveness given to Americans already in debt. This is such an injustice. SCOTUS has been bought and sold by the rich to enact their will, and it's not even being hidden. Multiple justices are taking bribes from billionaires. The GOP rat fucked their picks onto the court. SCOTUS is a corrupt abomination willing to make up any reason needed to change the law to fit the will of the country's owner class. Make sure to direct your anger at your representatives. If I understand it correctly, the court's decision was that the HEROES Act wasn't written in a way that authorized the president to completely forgive student loans. Congress could absolutely make the decision to forgive federal student loans. Will they? Probably not, which is why you should be mad at them. I can't stress enough that the entire constitutional framework of the US deserves the reverence of toilet paper. It's a shit system of government meant to preserve the wealthy from its inception. Fuck the Supreme Court, Congress and the presidency. Stop voting for Republicans. $850 billion in defense budget, more than the next 9 world powers combined, but can't provide anything even resembling affordable education. Fuck the US. I wish I hadn't gone to college. Biggest scam ever. I learned literally nothing relevant at all. Wish I hadn't listened to my boomer parents. I had a potential for a record deal after high school and will always regret not taking it. I swear to God, if I hear someone with the both sides argument, the fabric of my previous 20 years is absolutely being ripped apart. 2024 election y'all, it's for all the marbles. The people blaming Biden for a SCOTUS decision just don't understand how our government works. If your answer is it's all rigged, you're less than useless. Trump's election in 2016 allowed him to put 3 conservatives on the court, and that's why we're here today. Either 1, get off your ass and lead the revolution, or 2, participate in using the system to our benefit. Because while you stay home, complaining on the internet, the hateful and stupid show up and vote. The cost of higher education far outpaced its worth in general. I think these institutions need to feel some pain here. These guys all have home addresses, and they all said it was 100% okay to perpetually protest outside of public officials' residences. So, you know, there's that. I really wish we could all collectively just not pay, but I know that's impossible. I just like to fantasize about real collective action. When Dems had the House, Senate, and presidency, they should have just passed the bill. They purposely didn't, and Biden signed a weak executive order that was bound to fail. They were elected and gave us nothing but empty promises. It would have been pretty awesome to have all of my student debt forgiven. I only owe $13,000, but did receive a Pell Grant when I was a kid. We can write off billions, trillions really for the wealthy, but not for a generation that was told the only way to get ahead was by going to school and falling for shyster bullshit. Education is important. It's time to fund it like it is. Fuck the US Supreme Court and Republicans in general. Same, but I ain't ever gonna pay shit back though. It was your fault you lent $30K to a 19 years old who had no job or income. Get fucked. The gays can't even get a cake or a website. The whole student loan thing was a nice to have. Figured the Supremes would knock it all down considering their track record. We're going back to slavery. Buckle up. I still had a little hope, too, that maybe the decision would turn out in favor of forgiveness. It's sickening how the administration could approve all those applications with the assurance 10-20K would be forgiven only for it to be dragged out and yanked back. Don't give up hope. The Higher Education Act. Call Talk Right show support so they get it done.